It looks like Apple is working on an interesting foldable device that technically shouldn't be able to fold in that material. According to a new report, Samsung will be killing something that is going to make a lot of people disappointed, and somebody's MacBook Pro just got on fire after he was giving it normal use, and it seems that Apple is taking time to respond. I'm Jaime Rivera, and I'm sorry for the late upload. It's been a crazy day traveling, but I can do this all day. This is Pocketnow Daily, brought to you by the Honor 20 series. The official news today begin with deals if you are in the market for the Apple Watch, and yes, I do highly recommend this product in the case of Series 4, but sure, Series 3 is currently available for $279 on B&H if you're looking for the most affordable variant. Again, this is not the watch that I recommend most, but then again, it's available. In addition, if you're looking for iPads, that 2017 iPad Pro is currently for up to $409 off. You can learn more in the description. It's actually a really good deal. Now, how about if we talk about the sales figures for 5G phones, something that is not happening necessarily yet fully in the United States, but it has been happening in Korea. So we know that the Galaxy S10 5G and the LG V50 have launched over there, but guess which phone has won? It turns out that the LG V50 is the phone that's selling most right now, and it's rather interesting because what you're technically getting is a V40 with 5G capabilities. In design and everything, I assume that it probably has to do with a more aggressive price tag. It could also be the fact that the V50 has literally the same footprint as the V40, whereas the Galaxy S10 5G is a substantial device. I'm not saying that the V50 is a small phone, but then again, yes, 100,000 units, we're not exactly sure if that win from LG is going to last long, but that's where it stands right now. Now, let's move the spotlight over to T-Mobile and conversations about 5G, as we haven't really reported that T-Mobile is running any tests. We know that Verizon is running their test in Chicago. We're actually going to be in one of those tests very soon. But apparently, and very silently, T-Mobile has been conducting tests of their 5G network here in New York, and it seems that it's been through a Galaxy S10 5G. 489 megabits down and up to 59 up, which, well, 59 up is nothing to go crazy about. But yeah, the 489 is. Obviously, 5G is capable of much more, but indeed, these are just baby steps towards getting 5G deployed, and I'm loving the fact that it's finally here. So I'll keep you posted if testing ever conducts our way, and we can show you more. Now, let's talk about Apple for a brief second, as, well, we've heard about exploding smartphones and everything, but I don't remember the last time that we heard about an exploding laptop. And we've got a particular user, very popular on Twitter. You can follow his information in the description, where out of the blue, his MacBook Pro just exploded. No injuries to himself. There were some damages to his house, and obviously he used the power of Twitter to tweet at Apple. Apparently he did get a response that they're going to respond within 5 days, and yeah. Obviously, Apple has been going through a transition right now with a new top case, and you know that if you do replace that keyboard mechanism, it doesn't just replace the keyboard. It replaces speakers, it replaces the battery, it replaces the trackpad. It's the full top case. So we still need more details. Again, this is just one case, but we will keep you posted as to what caused this. And let's talk about controversial changes that are coming for the Galaxy Note 10. As we've covered the good stuff, the probable design changes, the punch hole in the front, all this looks very beautiful, and if the renders are true, this phone looks really sexy. But if you noticed, the Galaxy Fold was actually the anti-Samsung. There was a notch and there was no headphone jack. This phone doesn't necessarily bring a notch in the case of the Note 10, but we've got trusted sources claiming that we will not be getting a headphone jack. And that is definitely alarming, as Samsung has, used this as their flag of saying, we listen to consumers, we're keeping the headphone jack, it's not going anywhere, they're providing good DACs on their phones. And definitely the Galaxy Note is one of those devices that I really do want to retain it. We've got the footprint, we've got the size. So I am hoping that there is some good justification for this. Obviously, we're still far away from the possible launch, so it could change over time. We'll keep you posted. And finally, the hottest news today have to do with a patent that was just discovered from Apple for a foldable product. And this patent is rather interesting for a couple of reasons. Obviously, in typical Apple fashion, this device is designed to be able to fold and not be able to compromise the integrity of the device. And we notice that there is a double fold up to a sort of an S in design. And I think that this is the second patent that I've seen from Apple that follows this design. That's all fine and dandy. The interesting part is that truly, if extended, this could be the size of an iPad. If closed, this could be the size of an iPhone. The thing about the patent is when you read that the material it's made of is glass. Technically, you cannot fold glass unless you heat it. And even so, it's not necessarily any type of heat. We know that it's rather difficult to be able to fold and shape glass. And even so, once you fold it, you can't extend it without breaking it, even if you heat it. And it's such a dynamic process. And again, I'm not a physicist. Please, anybody, if I'm wrong, chime in the comments. We would love to know what you think about this. And while we're at it, why don't we start with that? The conversation today, what do you think? Do you think that it is possible for Apple to come up with a solution that involves glass for a foldable? You know, I've been thinking about this because one of the things that the patent did mention is that Apple is looking for alternatives to the hinge. So could it be that they've found a plastic alternative to the hinge that has the same amount of integrity because they want to avoid the excess of moving parts? Read the patent information. It's actually rather extensive. And could it be that only the portions that are not folding are going to be made of glass and we have a sort of fusion between two materials? I'm not even sure if that's even physically possible. What do you think? Do you think that Apple is capable of pulling this off? Are you interested in a product that actually folds in two like that? Or do you think that this is just Apple patenting something that's not going to happen? Because in my case, I mean, I don't think, Apple can have a reality distortion field, but, bending the laws of physics, pun intended, I don't think that that's possible. That's just me. Guys, prove me wrong. I would love your conversations. Let me know what you think in the comments, and obviously we will be discussing this in the recap very soon. And folks, this episode of the Pocketnow Daily is brought to you by the Honor 20 series and its amazing 4-lens camera system. It includes a stunning night shot mode to see in the dark thanks to an AI algorithm and the world's brightest f1.4 lens. You also get a 48 megapixel sensor, a 3x optical zoom lens with up to 30x digital zoom, and a 32 megapixel selfie camera. Visit highhonor.com to learn more. Follow the link in the description. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to both our channels, English and Spanish, for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens there. In addition, you can also follow my social handles if you want to see weird running photos. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.